Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tyanna. If you're new here, I make videos about me trying to transition into digital marketing, making money online. I quit my job back in December, so yeah, if you're interested, feel free to subscribe. But we're just gonna hop into it because there's so much I want to discuss, from tech propaganda to capitalism to this crazy inflation we're experiencing. So there's a lot we're going to talk about today, so let's hop right into it. I quit my job back in December of 2021. I worked in customer service as an insurance agent and I absolutely hated it. I hated every second of it. It just wasn't for me. And so I started the process in pretty much October of 2021 to learn new skills to try to transition into digital marketing. So first, let's just touch on how I've been surviving throughout this time, okay? So I still live at home with my family. So I've been teaching online, both English and coding classes to kids. And then I just picked up another contract job like 2 months ago, maybe. So let's talk about what happened, what has been happening. So from December up until March, when I started teaching, especially English, it was really popping for me, honestly. I would get a lot of students. It still wasn't a lot of money, but I was able to do pretty well. Do okay, I would say. April came along, and when I say I only had one student consistently throughout April, I was starting to rethink everything. Because it was Ramadan, my students from the Middle East pretty much stopped taking classes. I had one student from Europe. I don't even know if he celebrated Ramadan, but he was gone as well. It's everything just nosedive, tanked for me in April as far as teaching English. Even the coding classes were pretty slow as well, and those students are based in the US, so it was just, I don't know what was going on. But in March, I started another contract job, which was for data entry that I started doing. And that's only 6 days out of the month. So I started that, and that really helped me out for April. Because without that, I don't know, I would have had to dip into my savings a lot more than what I would have planned on doing. So that pretty much happened. It's still slow. It's picking back up for me a little bit. So I need to work on getting more students. Now, April was also a very reflective month for me because after I finished my 6 days with the other contract job, I went into this really bad slump of feeling directionless. I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I didn't know what was really going on. So that was a big thing for me, feeling very directionless. I don't know if that's a word. And I was starting to question if I was making a good decision by trying to transition into a new field, because so many people on the internet makes it seem like it's so easy to just go from point A to point B, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not that easy. It is not that easy, especially when you don't have you didn't go to school for this subject. So for me, I graduated with a degree in global studies, international studies, if you're familiar with it. And so that's very different from digital marketing. And I knew if I wanted to make more money, I needed to go into some type of field in the tech industry. And I think with marketing skills, there's a lot that you can do with that. But then I started to feel do I even want to go into marketing? Because deep down inside of me, I'm a little bit of an anti-capitalist. And I've just heard stories about people's experience in marketing and how sometimes it can be very scammy or scummy. And I was starting to internalize that and thinking, okay, maybe this isn't the field for me. Because deep down inside, like most people, I don't know about you all, but for me, my main goal is to help people. I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to try to get people out of things or money that they already don't have, because I come from that background. I'm literally the first person to graduate college in my family. So I do feel a lot of pressure as to I need to make it, so to speak, to kind of improve my own situation. Like, I've been broke my entire life. Like, having money, never had it. Always lived in apartments, or my family always rented houses. Like, we own nothing. I own nothing. The only thing that I can say I own is my 2003 Lexus. That's about it. So that was kind of getting to me as well. It's like, okay, but if you want to make more money, you have to go into these fields and you have to do these things you may not want to do. And it's kind of hard to kind of juggle these things, because again, I don't want to indirectly harm someone else or like try to trick people on the internet. That's not what I'm trying to do. And so that leads me into my next point of like the tech propaganda that you see, especially on TikTok. I don't know about Instagram. There are a lot of videos on YouTube as well about how to transition into tech. Get a tech job, make $100,000 a year, and you get all these great benefits and things like that. I don't think I've fallen for the tech propaganda, because I was like consuming tech videos because I thought I wanted to go into software engineering. Like 2 years ago is when maybe 3 years ago at the point is when I discovered like the tech field, things like that. And I still watch videos about software engineering, even though I don't want to go into that field. I'm just interested in it. So it's always been something I wanted to get into, but I thought digital marketing may be a better fit for me. And so yeah, with these tech videos, they're not giving a true or like the reality of these jobs. People are quick to say, oh, I make this much amount of money, I'm able to do this and do that, and I have this. They show you their nice apartment. And then if you're in a position like me where you went to college but you still don't have anything, you don't really have a career, you don't have a nice car, you don't have a nice apartment or a nice house, like you're still living at home. You've always lived at home. Like, I literally got my own room maybe 3 years ago. It's like all of these things kind of get to you at some point and really had me doubting if I really wanted to do this or if it was viable for me. So with the tech propaganda, it was just really annoying in a sense, because you would see people saying all of these positive things in order to build a following online, and then turn around and quit their jobs once they hit 50K, 100K of followers. Because in reality, I don't know how to say this, but a lot of y'all don't want to work, including myself. It's not that we don't want to work, but it's not like work is that thing that you're just so excited to do. So if you can tell people how they can transition to tech, although you aren't disclosing maybe the negative things that you experience at your job or multiple jobs in the tech field, you're just doing this to build a following and then selling to these people. Again, marketing. So it's been a lot for me to try to wrap my head around this and try to figure out where do I feel comfortable. But I think I've pretty much came to the conclusion that I have my own values that I choose to live by, and I think in this field I can also make decisions based on my values. So if I find a job or if I find an apprenticeship or internship and it doesn't align with what I feel is right, I'm just going to make the decision like, okay, I gave this a try and I understand that this is not a right fit for me, and that's okay, basically. So that's pretty much how I'm trying to look at things. It's like, okay, I'm gonna give this a try. If I don't like it, analyze why I don't like it, if I could change the situation. If not, can I change my own mindset about the situation? But I have to do something, because right now I'm still fine financially, so I'm not like struggling and it's like, oh my gosh, I gotta do something. Right now I'm just trying to find apprenticeships in person. I did apprenticeship online, but it's like I want more experience, more knowledge now, and I think I can get that in person since things are opening back up. So that's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, just keeping true to my values. If things don't align, that's okay. I can move on. But yeah, inflation is happening. Things are going up. It seems harder, I think, to try to get out of this cycle of being broke. I don't know how else to say it. Like, there's people who are making way much more money than me and can't afford to pay bills or struggling financially. You know, they have their apartment, they have their car, and maybe struggling to pay for it because things are going up. So for me, I kind of look at that as like, if I'm at the bottom now and there's people above me who are struggling, how would that work for me? You know, like, how will I get there? If it's already hard to get there, and then when you get there, it may not be as easy as I think right now. So I'm trying not to have high expectations. I'm just trying to take things day by day. I don't want to get in my head and think, if I do this, my life would be 10 times better. If I do this, my life would be worse. I'm trying to enjoy the moment, enjoy what I have, especially this free time that I have. And yeah, I have a lot of time to learn more, gain more skills. So I'm not going to give up, but it's been hard, but I've been okay and I'm fine, and I'm glad that I've been okay. So that's the end of today's video. If you have anything else to contribute, please leave a comment down below, because I would love to hear your all's thoughts, especially about this tech propaganda. Maybe if you feel like you're at the bottom and you're trying to climb your way out, maybe you have a degree, maybe you don't have a degree, just please leave me a comment and let's have a conversation, because I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao!